Hello, lovely people. You are welcome once again to Joe Roots Academy, and this happens to be the fourth video of our complete Excel course training. Um, Please, if you are now getting to know this channel, please kindly subscribe. There are more to come. We have more tutorials, more training we are going to give to you. So if you want to follow us, if you want to get in touch, just give us your comment us, or subscribe to us, so that anytime we get you upload any video, you'll be able to have it. Okay, then also, if you have enjoyed the previous lesson, please don't forget to give us your comments of how you want us to improve on our work. Any comment that you have for us, just hit on the comment section for us, or please post it on the comment section for us, then we will attend to you. Now, in today's lesson, we are going to work with cells and ranges. Cells and range. So the lesson is going to be a packed lesson, and we will try as much as possible to make it short so that the video will not be too long. Okay, now in Excel is made up of cells. When you talk of cells, it is a combination or the intersection of rows and column. That is cell. When you say cell, it means intersection of rows and column. So you can see from this section, I've selected a cell. I've selected a box. So the box here is what we call the cell. So at this moment, this particular cell that I've selected, it is now called the active cell. It's because it is now available for entry. So if you look at the status bar, you are going to see that the cell is now ready. So the moment you start to enter any values there, then it shows that it is now accepting entry. So that cell is called the active cell. Good. So and every active cell is the or the cell is the intersection of the column. So this is the column. These are the columns. So the letters are the columns, and then the numbers are the rows. And numbers are the rows. Okay. So we have, if you select this particular cell is cell I9 because it is in column I and row 9. So that is the name of that particular cell. So you can also find the name at the name box. The name of that particular cell selected, you can find it at the name box. Okay, that is what we call at what cells. But now let's talk of ranges. Range in Excel is a group of cells. Two or more cells is what we call range. So if you click on this particular column, you're going to see that a whole column is selected. So the whole column, from the first section to the last on the row, we call it the range. So if you select a row too, the whole row is also a range because they are a group of what? Cells. So that is what we call range. If you select this particular area too, this area too is also a range because it is made up of group of what? Cells. Okay, so now let's talk of how they are named. Now, if you select a row, the name of the row, even though the name box is showing what? H1, because H1 is the active cell. But if you want to select the whole row, you can just click on the whole column. You can just click on the column number or the column name, then the whole column will be selected. Or you can go to the name box, just click on the name box, and then you type the column that you want to select. Let's say you want to select column J, the whole column J. So you just type J, then you bring your column J, column J, or J is to J, then hit on enter. You're going to see that the whole column of J will be selected. So you can also go to, let's say, A, then column A, then okay. So the reason why these two areas is selected is because this particular cell is merged. So let's unmerge it. Let's unmerge it. Okay. So now if you enter A, column A, you should only select, oh okay, another one is merged. Okay, this one also is merged, so let's unmerge that one too. Okay, then let's enter it again. A, column A, enter. You see that it is only selecting the column A. So if you want to also select a row, a group of row, so you're also going to do the same formula. So you just type the number. So let's say you want to select row 9. So 9 is to 9, then hit on enter. So to select the whole column or the whole row for you. You see, this one is a long process, but if you just want to select, you just come to the number that you want to select, just click on it. Just click on the number. If you want to select the row, then the column, just click on the column. Just click on the column number or the column name, then the whole column will be selected. Okay, so that is it. Now let's talk of the address. We are talking of the address, the cell address system. Now you can see that when we selected this whole row, the name of the address or the name of the selected area was what? Let's say M is to M. Now let's select this whole range. So if you want to give the address of this selected area, it is the first column, so the first cell is to the last cell. So down the first cell is what? The first cell is H5, and the last cell is what? Is M12. Okay, let me give it a color so that we can check it. Okay, so you can see that now. Let me type it in and show you something. So it will be the first column is what? Is I5 is to the last one is M12. Okay, so M12. So that is the address. That is the address of this selected area. So if you want to check whether the address is correct, let's come to this section here and type the same thing that we entered here. That is the I5 is to, or column M12. Hit on enter. Okay, let me deselect it again and then do it again. So I5 is to M12. Now you can see that that particular area is what is now selected. So that is the address of a selected group. Okay, so if you want to select a whole area without using the mouse to click and drag, you can just use the name box to enter that particular address there. So let's enter something like H4 is to P is to, let's say, P10. Okay, hit on enter. So you see that H4 is here and then the P10 is at the last column. So that is what we call what? Range. And that is how we give the address of the range. Okay, now let's talk of how to select the range. We have done that using the mouse, and also we have done that using the name box. You can also select a group of range using your control key. Okay, so now let's say you want to apply some formatting to a particular group of cells. So let's say you want to apply a formatting to this particular cell, and this same formatting you want to also apply to this cell. you cannot select this cell and at the same time come and select this cell simultaneously. You can't do that. But unless you use some tricks, that is where you're going to use the control key. So now this area is selected. So if you want to select this area too, just click on the control without releasing your hands. Then you come and do the selection too. So now you can see that here selected, this part selected. So if you want to apply the formatting, you're going to see that it will affect the whole area. So that is another way of selecting a group of cells which are not in range. Okay, so the same thing, you can come and select another area here too, and then you apply the color the same while this same area is still selected. You can see that. Okay, so that is how we select cells and range. Okay, now let's say we are working with more sheets, like let's say 2 or more sheets, but we want the data on this particular sheet or the formatting that we are doing on this particular sheet to be simultaneously applied on the other sheets. So without just doing it one after the other, we are going to learn how to select the whole cell, the whole sheets, and then do the same editing to it at the same time. Okay, so now the first sheet is selected. Okay, so let's click on the control key, then you come and select the other sheets that you want to add. So now you can see that, let me undo it. Okay, you can see from here that the title is now showing group. That means there has been some group of what cell, some cells have been grouped. So if you undo it, you can see that the group is no more there. So let's select again. Then I'm going to select 1 so that the group will come. Then okay, so let's do it like this. So now you can see from the other sheet that it is empty. The other sheet is empty. So we want to transfer this whole data to that particular sheet at the same time. So this is what we're going to do. First of all, let's select the whole area here, and then let's apply all over this. Okay, then we select this marks, we try to edit it. So we just click on the name, the formula bar, and then hit on enter. Then you cut to the serial number, select the formula bar, enter. The same thing apply here, formula bar, enter. So we are going to do the same thing for all the other areas. Okay, so let's try and go there and see something. So when you go there, you're going to see that the names are just appearing there for you. Okay, so let's add some formatting to it. So let's select this whole area and apply, let's say, this color. Okay, so when you go to the other sheet, you're going to see that the colors will also be there. So that is how we can transfer data from one particular sheet to another sheet without opening that sheet, without going to that sheet, or without going to the sheets one after the other. You can just do this simple thing. Just click on Control plus Control, then you click on the other sheet to select and group them. Then you start to do your magic. Okay, so that is how that is done. Okay, so let's continue. But please, if you are still not subscribed, please kindly do so. And if you have any question so far, just comment and we will attend to you. Don't forget to like this video if you are enjoying this particular lesson. The next thing you are going to do is how to insert rows and columns. Okay, so we have this. Let's select this whole column. Let us select this whole column, and you want to insert a column here. So after selecting, you just right click, then you go to insert. Just click on insert. You see that it has selected another row, sorry, another column at the left side. So you can also click here, right click, and then insert. So that it's also added another row, sorry, another column. Okay, So similarly, you can also go to the the home tab and then go to insert. So when you go to insert, just click on the small arrow just below it. It will give you an options of the insert options or how you want to insert. So if you want to insert a cell, just click on this. It will insert the cell for you. So let's say let me go to this section. Let me select here and then let's click here and insert a cell. So you can see that because you have selected this whole column, it will insert the whole column for you. But let's say you've selected just a cell and you want to insert, so just click on insert cell. Then it will give you more option of which portion you want to insert, to the left or to the right, to the down or to the top. So the first option is shift cells right. So the cell that you have selected, you're going to shift it to the right so that it will insert another cell there. Then the second one, to shift the cells down, so this cell will shift down. Then the third one is entire row, so it will just insert entire row at where this particular cell you have selected, the row that you have selected. It will just insert an entire row, or you can also insert an entire column. So if you want to insert an entire row, just click on the entire row and then hit on enter. You're going to see that an entire row has been selected at where you selected the cell. Okay, so you can also do the same thing, insert cell, then an entire column to the entire column was selected. You can also do the same thing, let's say shift cells to the right. So the cell which is the English, where the English is, it was to be shifted to the right side. Okay, you can see that from here. Okay, so that is another way, or that's how we can insert a cell or a row. Okay, so there are other options there to insert a row. That's what we did. Also, you can use this same thing to insert a sheet. So just click on it, it will insert a sheet for you. But that is not what we are doing. That's not what we are doing. Okay, that's not what we are doing. So the reason why it is inserted about 3 additional sheets is because the 3 sheet was grouped. The 3 sheet was grouped. That's why it inserted that. Okay, so let's move forward. The same way when you want to delete, for that one I think we have done that already. Deleting cells and others, we have done that already, so we are not going to move to that section. Okay, so now let's talk of the column width, and the row length or the row height. Okay, so let's say I've entered a value here, Jorut Academy. Okay, so you can see from here that this particular name is longer than the width of the column H. So if you want to make it fit, this is what you're going to do. You place your mouse pointer at the end of the column that you want to increase the width. It will change to a plus sign, then you just left click, then you drag to where you want it to be so that the width will now increase. Okay, so that is it. And also we also have another way that is where you want the name to fit into the cell. The same way, you come to this section where you click and drag, but here we are not going to click and drag, but you are going to double click. So just double click and then you're going to see that the name will fit the row, the column. So let me add some text. Is mine academy. Okay, so you just go to this section and double click and it will fit for you. Okay, so that is it. So the same way to when you enter a value in the row and you want it to fit into that particular row, you can use the text wrap to do that, or you don't want to use the text wrap, you can maybe let me use the text wrap so that it has opened it up automatically for you. But if you don't want to use, you want to do it manually, you can just open it. Just place your mouse pointer at the edge of the row number. It will change to a plus sign. You just left click and you drag to where you want it to be. Okay, so that one you can also double click. You can also double click on the edge and it will also fit into the cells for you. Okay, so that is that for the column width and then the column height. Also, if you want to increase the width of the column of 2 or more columns at the same time, let's say the numbers or the text here is the same text that is in other cells, but the text are longer than the width of those. If you want to open the whole column at the same time, so this is what you click, then you highlight the whole area. So just click on the column name, then you left click without releasing, then you drag to where you want to open up to. Okay, so that is it. So we have selected H, I, J, K, L. These cells, these are the cells that you want to increase their width. So just place your mouse pointer on any of the edges of the cells or of the columns, then you click and you drag. So you're going to see that they all take the same width. Okay, so the same thing applies to the rows too. If you select a group of row, then you place your mouse pointer at the edge of any of the row that you have selected, you open it up to also take effect for the whole rows. So that is that. The next thing we are going to do now is to learn how to copy and move cells or range. Now, when the difference between copying cells or copying content in Excel and then moving content in Excel is that copying, it duplicates the content, but with move, it takes the entire content away to a new destination. So let me do this thing and show you something. So you can see from here, let's do something here. Let's select this whole range here, this range of cells here, and we are going to copy this range. So with the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+C, the moment you click on Ctrl+C, so that the moving anchor points will be selected, so the dotted lines will be selected, showing that this particular area has been selected. Then you go to area where you want to paste, then click on Ctrl+V to paste. So you are going to see that the content is there, but a duplicate of it has been pasted somewhere here. So that is the copying option. Now let's talk of move. So we select the whole area again. You click on Ctrl+X, that will cut. Then you go to the destination, then click on Ctrl+V. So you can see that the whole area has been cut off to a new destination. So that's the difference between moving and cutting, or moving and copying. Okay, so let's undo and then let's click on escape to deselect the selection. Okay, so let's move forward. Now you can also use another option to copy or move this area without using the shortcut. So you can just select it, you go to the clipboard group, you can see you have the cut, you have the copy. So if you just want to copy the content, just click on copy, and then you go to the destination, and then you see that you have the paste here. Just click on, don't click on the name here, but the icon at the top, just click on the icon and it will paste for you. If you want to cut to, you just you just do the same thing. You select, you go to cart, and then you go to a new destination, then you paste. Okay, so that is that. You can also use the drop down menu. So let's select, then you right click. You're going to see the copy and cut option there. So with that one, you just paste it, you copy, then you come to a new destination, you right click again, and then you see that there's so many paste options here, then you just paste. Now with Excel, it gives you options of how you want to paste your content, the content that you have moved or the content that you have copied. It gives you flexibility of how you want to paste it. Maybe you want to paste only the content, you want to paste the content and the formatting, you want to paste let's say the formulas, and there are so many options that you can paste. That's what we call the paste special. So let's do that. We have where you can paste it. So let's select the area. Let's select this particular area. So this area, it has some formatting. So the moment you select it and you go to where you want to paste it, sorry, let's select it. So the moment you select it, then you copy Ctrl+C, or you can come to this section and click on Ctrl+C. Then you go to the new destination, then you paste it. So the moment you paste it, you're going to see that there's a small icon here for you. So just click on the small icon, there's arrow there. It will give you so many options of how you want to paste it. So it can be the normal paste, you can paste formulas. So this one is the normal paste that we have already done. You paste the formula. If there's a formula there, you can just paste the formula. So let's paste it. So if you are sure that it will paste the formulas for you, you can see that the formulas are there. Okay, so we also have other options here: formula and menu, formula and number formatting, keep source format. So there are so many options that you can just use when you want to paste. You can even paste all the values without the formula. So that is it. Okay, so if you don't want to use this particular option here, we have this same option at this particular the clipboard group. So you see that under the paste there's a small arrow there. You just click on it to give you the same option for you to use. So you can just try to use, let's say, let's post values only. So the values will be posted for you. You paste the value with normal formatting, then value with source formatting. So there's so many options that you can just select from. Okay, but you can also use the paste special to add more flexibility to what you want to paste. So let's click on the paste special. So if you click on the paste special, you can see that there are so many options here. Do you want to paste all? So everything, the formatting, this thing, you want to paste everything, just click on this. It will paste everything. Just click on OK to paste everything for you, even the formulas. So you can see that because it pasted everything in the formulas, the referencing will be different from this. So the referencing will be different from this. So the values are 0. Okay, so that is it. So you can also select other paste options, formulas, values, formats, and others. You can also select any of them and then you paste it. Okay, so that is it. So there's another thing I want to show you, the operation. Let me show you the operation. Let's say the students, the value of the students here, let's say there was a mistake. You need to add, let's say, 10 to their values. So maybe there are about 100 students. So adding 5 to each of them, you see, it will be a tedious job. So this is what you can do. Just go to a cell, any empty cell, then type the number that you want to add to them. So let's say you want to add 5 to their values. Okay, let me use 10. Let me use 10, or let me use 100. You want to add 100 to each of their values, the values here. So you click on you select the a cell, empty cell, and enter the value that you want to add to their to their marks. Then after that, you click on Control plus C to copy, or you can go to the clipboard group and copy it. So you copy that particular cell. Then you come to the values that you want to add the 100 to. Just select the whole value. Then you go to the paste special. So just click on this small arrow below the paste. Then you go to paste special. So under paste special, under operation, you see you have add. So just click on add. Then you click on OK. So you're going to see that it will add the 100 to all the values here. Add 100 to all the values here. Have you seen that? Yes. So that is it. Okay. So let's undo it. Okay. So you can do the same thing. Let's go to the, you can subtract 2. If you want to multiply, you want to multiply their values by 100, right? 100, just select it. You select the whole range, you come and select multiply, then you click on OK. It will then multiply their values for you. So that is it. So that is another trick. It's a bonus. Actually, it's a bonus that I'm giving to you. So if you love this bonus, just like us, just give us your comment, and then share this video for people to also enjoy. Okay, so let's continue. There's one thing in Excel, we call it the select special cell option or dialog box. It's very useful. That particular cell or that particular feature is very useful. So let me take you through in this particular lesson. Now, let's say you have selected the whole area here, but maybe the selection you want just to select areas where there's only text, or areas where there's only numbers, or areas where there's only this thing, formulas. So you see formulas, if you don't select that particular cell, you are not going to see that it's a formula. So if you want to select all the formulas inside a particular range of cells, that's where you're going to use the select special cells. So let's click on Control A to select this range of cells for us. Then we have a shortcut key, that is F5. So you click on F5, then you click on special. You can see there's a special. You just click on special. It will open the dialog box for you. Or you can go to the editing group under home tab. You go to the editing group, then you click on find and select. Under find and select, you're going to see go to special. Just click on it. You're going to see the special, go to special dialog box for you. Okay, so you can use this dialog box to select comments. We are going to talk of that one later on. You're going to use, you can use this same to select constants. So constants are basically it can be numbers, it can be logical, it can be errors, anything. So the moment you select the constant, it will give you another options of which kind of constant do you want. Is this the number constant, or text constant, or logical, or error? So maybe you want to select numbers alone, numbers from this session. So you click on constant, and then you come and deselect what you don't want to choose. So maybe you want to just select numbers. So you deselect the text and you unselect the errors, so remaining only the numbers. Then you click on OK. So you can see that it has only selected the numbers alone. So these are not numbers, these are formula. That's why it was not selected. Okay, so you can do the same thing. Control A, then go to F5, and then go there again. So maybe you want to select formulas, so you can just click on the formulas, and then you just hit on the formulas to we want the formulas to be numbers. So hit on OK, so that it will select the formulas for you. You see that? So that is the go to special option. Okay, let's go there again, and then let me show you something. Okay, so you see that we have something we call precedence and dependence. Now with precedence, we are talking of numbers that are that gives a formula. So let's say this section is a formula. There's the formula here. So these two numbers are the precedents. They are the precedents of this particular cell. So all these are precedents, and these are what dependents. So they depend on this particular cell. So if this cell is empty, it will have effect on these formulas or on these values. So we call these values what, or the formulas, we call them dependents. But the number that we make reference to, we call that what, precedent. So maybe you want to select dependents, you just click on the dependent option, then you click on OK. So you're going to see that only the values, so only the formulas are selected. That's what they call the dependent. And if you want to select the precedent, if you do select the precedent, this section will also be selected because this section is the precedent. Okay, so that is the go to special option. Okay, so apart from the go to special, we also have another option or another feature that you can use to select a particular cell. So let's go to let's select the whole sheet and let's go to find and select and go to find. Click on find. So when you click on find, we have two options. We have the find and then we have the replace. So maybe you want to find a particular cell by the values. Let's say you want to find a cell with the value John. Okay, so click on find next. So you're going to see that that particular cell is highlighted, or it is what, it is and ready for entry. Okay, so you can, if maybe there are many, if you click on next, it will be finding them one after the other. But if they are just one, if you're okay with that, but if there are many, you can just click on find all. So it will then open a box for you and then show you where the value is. So the value is in cell B3. So you can see from here that the value is in cell B3. Okay, so that is it. Then maybe you want to replace this particular name with a different name. So you can click on replace. And which name do you want to replace it with? So you want to replace it with, let's say, Joe Roots. Then you click on replace all. Maybe there are plenty. It's not just one. There are plenty. Just click on replace all. So you can see that see all done. We have replaced. We have one replacement. So you can see that now replaced. So maybe there are two. There are many items that you want to replace. You can just use this option to replace it. You find and you replace it. Okay. We can also use options. Other options of how to find and then replace objects. So let's click on the option. Now let's go to find. So with the option, we want to find a particular cell by using the format. So maybe there's a particular cell that you want to select. It has a special format. So maybe you want to select this whole area which has the same format. That's where the area is selected is labeled yellow. It has the same format, so you want to select that particular range of cells. So after clicking on the option, you go to format. You go to this option here, click on this option here. Then you go to, don't click on the main format, but click on the option, the arrow there beside it. Then you go to choose format from cell. That's what I'm going to show you. So then you go to the sheet. Your cursor will change to this icon. You go to the sheet where you want to select. So you select any of the formatting. So you can see that the formatting is now selected. So you are going to find. So let's click on find all. Okay. So you say we can't find what you were looking for. Click the option for more. Okay. So let's click on OK. And let's delete this one. Let's make it empty. And then click on find all. Okay, so the reason why this one was giving us error is because we entered a name here, but from this whole cell there's no name like John. So that's why it gave us an error that we can't find that. But now because it's empty, it will just select the cells with that particular range. So you can see from here that it has given us the values there. You see, it has given us the values there. So maybe you want to find and replace. So you can just click on find and replace, and then you can do that the needful there. Okay, so now this whole year is now selected. So let's find a value from there. So let's say average. Then we are going to enter replace. You're going to replace all. So you're going to replace that particular selected area with what? With average. So let's click on this. So you can see that we have done one replacement. So the average that was here has now been replaced, even though you can see from here that the cell that is selected is total, but because we use this find and replace option, we are able to search and find areas with the same formatting and then change a value from there. So that is also another useful feature in Excel that you can use. Okay, so there are so many other options that you can use in Excel in this particular session. Okay, so you can also search within sheets. So maybe you can also search within workbook too. You can also search by rows, by columns. Then also can also use formulas. So these are what you can use. So I want you to just work with it. Just try your hands on these options and then you're good to go. Now the next thing we are going to do is how to add comments. Now if you are a programmer, you attest to this fact that adding comments to your programming is very important. It's an essential part, even though it will not interfere with your program, your run of your program, but it's very essential if you want to make future reference to it. So Excel also has this feature of adding comments to your work. So maybe you have a particular data, you want to add additional information so that anytime you get to that data, you are going to understand the reason why you do this to that data, or the reason why you added this value to that data. So that's what we term as comment. Okay, so now let's select a cell. So let's select this cell and want to add a comment. You can just select it and you right click, then you go to insert comment. Okay, so the moment you insert comment, the name of your system, so my system, I've named it teacher, so the name of your system will come. So that will be the name of your system. So you can just delete it, or let me just maintain it. Okay, and then you enter the value. So you can say this is total. Good. So there will be the comment. So the moment you click away, so that the comment will not be visible on your work. But if you want to see the comment, you just hover your mouse over that particular cell, the comment will display. If you move away from there, the comment will not be visible. So that is the comment we're talking of. Okay, so maybe you want to add some feature, you want to format the comment. You can just, or if you want to edit, you can just come to this section, select the cell, then you edit the comment. You can even delete the comment. You can even decide to show or hide the comment. So maybe you want to format your particular comment. You just right click and go to edit comment. So when you go to edit comment, you're going to see the anchor points. You just place your mouse pointer at the edge of it, then you right click again, then you go to format comment. So with the format comment, you can edit the font based on how you want it to be. You can check the alignment too. You can check the margin. There are so many things you can do to the formatting. You can even add this thing, protection. You can protect it. There's so many things you can do. So just work with this and then you're good to go. Okay, so that is the comment. Now you can also use the find special to also find comments. So you can see that the comment is selected. Just click on OK. It will select the comment section for you. If there's 2 or more comments, to select all of them for you. Good. So that is it. So you can set your comment and it will select it for you. Okay, so that is what we term as what? Comment. So it's very useful when you are dealing with Excel. Now, the last thing we are going to do in this particular session is quick analysis. Now, with the quick analysis, it's an add-on that was introduced in 2013, Excel 2013. So if you're using Excel 2010 or below, you're not going to see this feature, but it is just an add-on. So from 2013 upwards, you're going to see that feature called the quick analysis. So if you select a whole range of cells, you're going to see that there's an icon just below it. That's a quick analysis icon. Just click on it. It will give you options of how you want the data. It will analyze the data for you. So you can analyze the data based on formatting. So it can give you data bars, can color it for you. It can give you icon sets. So there are so many things that you can do to analyze your data. Maybe the data is about rainfall pattern. So you can use this one to check the highest rainfall, the lowest, and then the others. If you want to convert it to a chart, you can also select a chart it will give you the pre-chart. So this thing is very useful. Okay, so total you can just do that. So there are so many things that you can do. You can even convert your data into a table. So if you select the table, it will be in this form like this. Then that is it. Okay, so this is just an add-on. It's not anything new, because all these charts are also in the Excel already. The how to create chart, they are all already in the Excel, but it make it very useful for you without stressing yourself going to the insert and inserting chart and others. You can just have it here. Just click on it, then it will have this chart there for you. Okay, so that is it. Okay, so I'll end this lesson here, and in our next lesson we are going to go further. Please, if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to this channel and help us grow so that we can give you more. With this Excel, we are moving straight to the advanced. We are not stopping anywhere. So just follow us, just share this video for others also to benefit. Thank you all and have a good day. Bye bye.